Chairman. I'd just like to add my support to comments made from both sides of the chamber, thanking our officers and school staff that have stepped up to the challenge of dealing with this crisis. Members, I think it's fair to say that the negligence in the delays to addressing the identification and issues with RAAC across the entire country is the latest scandal, which clearly could have and should have been avoided. Yet here we are, faced with the reality that the government has failed to take proactive steps to address preventative maintenance, to prevent further disruption to the lives of children and communities. Post-pandemic, our children faced a return to some sort of normality, but once again, through no fault of their own, they have become victims with further disruption to their education. For some, the start of their school years hit by these additional anxieties, missed opportunities to form those lasting friendship groups, and upheaval contribute to lasting damage to their mental health. They've been let down. The parents of these children have suffered added pressures, with some having to travel to separate school sites to take their children to school when they've had children in different year groups. In the Rochford district alone, one school is spread across 3 different sites, an incredibly challenging environment for the head teacher to manage and dealing with the uncertainty of when repairs will be completed. There are other impacts on schools, with the publication Schools Weekly reporting recently that parents are actually withdrawing their children from schools with crumbling RAAC, with heads warning of a catastrophic impact on their budgets and uncertainty over when buildings will be fully repaired. It's not just schools, though, that are feeling the impact of the government's inaction. Hospitals too have been impacted, and the full scale of these impacts are yet unknown. So far, few have been identified in Essex, but that is not to say that the residents in Essex are unaffected. As members will know, referrals to hospitals outside of Essex for specialist treatment are often made by our NHS service, and with waiting lists at record levels already, I hope you'll agree. We need our hospital buildings to be available around the clock so that our dedicated NHS teams have the chance to avoid any future unplanned disruptions. Members, it's clear to me that we must speak up for our residents, paying particular attention to our young and vulnerable. That's why I ask you to support this motion unamended, to provide the urgent clarity over where RAAC has been found, to get the funding required, and to set out a proper plan for dealing with the outstanding issue.
Thank you, Councillor Newport.